Now on RTE1, we're off to New Zealand for medical drama, where Yvonne is offering to make a peace. It's offering, meanwhile, a scorned lover seeks payback on Shortland Street.
Giddy up.
Stage 2 of our little plan.
Scamming the scammer. Out of my theatre, now.
Only a couple of things stolen so far. The digital video card thingies.
It's unacceptable to me that you no longer choose to stand by it.
The cards were stolen. There's nothing I can do about that.
Oh, credit me with some intelligence. It's completely obvious that Chris has them.
I very much doubt that.
I'm obliged to put a show to air next week, and with the footage that I currently have, I can't do that. I need the material from the operating theatre.
I wish I could help, but I can't.
Why are you so insistent on protecting him? He knew the risks involved in having a camera crew around. He chose to have a tanty. He chose to open his big mouth. He's got nobody to blame but himself.
You know what I think?
Illuminate me.
I think you wouldn't be nearly as hard on Chris if you hadn't been involved with him.
Excuse me?
You dumped him. Isn't that satisfying enough without throwing him to the dogs?
I didn't dump him. He ended things with me.
Oh.
Get me the memory cards by the end of today, or I will be making calls.
To who?
This is theft. A criminal matter. So I'll be calling the police, of course. I'll just get them to liaise with you, shall I? You're gonna hate me.
Why is that?
Because I found my dream home. Unfortunately, this means no more Gigi. I know I should have told you sooner. It all happened so quickly.
A house?
It's funny how my father's voice kept knocking around my brain. Oh, you can't go wrong investing in property.
Until the market turns, but hey, if your heart's set on it.
It is. Look, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms.
1.5 mil.
It used to be 1.8, but they're desperate to sell. And I'm in love with no time to waste. Today is D-Day. Hiya, all ready to go? As ready as I'll ever be. This is Linda, my real estate agent. Let's go buy a house.
You seen what she's paying for that place?
Oh, I don't know. Sounds like a bargain to me.
She'll be 500,000 dead.
Yeah, but you heard her. She's in love. She was even rabbiting onto Jackie about having drinkies around the pool. And just for the record, you're not the only one who hates to see a tidy profit go to waste. Us being partners, no.
So make yourself useful. Talk her out of the house. Tell her to look at something smaller. Buy butterfly kisses, and with the money she saves, she'll get an income too.
Yeah, all very sound advice, but in case you hadn't noticed, Jane and I aren't exactly on speaking terms.
Look upon it as a challenge.
Christchurch?
It's where her other sister lives. Anita will move there, get a job, and they'll be able to support each other.
She's dreaming. The intensivist at Christchurch Hospital has to accept the patient first. They won't.
Why not?
Ben has no discernible brain function. Ben's not going anywhere, Mum. At some point, they will turn off his life support. But they have to. And Anita will have to accept this.
But I won't be there. She won't want me. I don't have any rights where Ben is concerned, so there's no point in even talking about it. I'm tired, that's all.
If Ursula doesn't get her memory cards back, she's going to the cops. And I'm not a very good liar around cops.
Give them back then, so they turned up and lost property.
But we were going to do some editing first.
Oh, the thief can do that by herself.
By the way, I think it's best if I deal with Ursula from now on. She told me you dumped her and not the other way around. See, you're not a very good liar either, are you?
Henry, why don't you return my calls?
Hey, I've been meaning to get back to you.
To tell me that you paid the rent?
My accountant stuffed up. There was a misunderstanding.
Okay. Let's just keep things friendly, all right? For Maxwell's sake.
Did you get hold of Jane?
Yep, but alas, it would seem too late. Her offer's already been accepted.
Goodbye, butterfly kisses.
It is, however, a conditional offer.
On what?
Oh, the usual finance limb, builder's report. I've got a mate in the trade. Customised reports are his speciality.
He tell her the house was no good.
Well, this morning, if the money's right, I've already given her his number.
Loving your work, bro.
There's a tiny area of infected tissue.
Well, I thought Chris would.
Chris didn't see this.
Is that a problem?
Shouldn't be. Just need to make sure we get it all out. Any remaining infection could cause peritonitis. Not good. Scalpel, retract.
Should I call Chris?
Out!
I'm here to tell Jim a story with her express permission.
Well, as her doctor...
Don't you knock.
Sorry?
I could have been doing anything.
Please don't tell me you have a bottle of whiskey lurking underneath that desk somewhere.
No, of course I don't. Shut the door. It's the footage from the TV show.
Oh, cool. So they found the cards then. Oh.
You know nothing, you see nothing.
Yes, boss.
Well, as her doctor, you don't have my permission. She's been through hours of surgery. She needs time and privacy to recover. You shut that thing off. And I refuse to allow the use of the footage you shot in theatre.
Oh. You cannot let that go to air.
Oh, really? You think?
I went to India last year. You would have laughed your head off all those crazy patched-together cars and bikes. And you wouldn't believe the food.
So, you're taking him to Christchurch? If you're here to hassle me, I'm not interested. I have support there. It's where I'm going to live. You know, the intensivists there won't accept him. I can ask. Beg if I have to. You don't need to move him, Anita. You have plenty of...
This is my brother, okay? My family. I don't know you people. I never even heard that he was in a relationship with your mother.
Well, maybe he was worried you'd judge him. It was hard for me to get my head around too. But Mum and Ben, they're soulmates. And she should be a part of this.
Why is it so hard for you to understand that I just want to get him better?
Because it's not going to happen. You've seen the scans. There is no brain activity. That hand movement was just a one-off.
Can you leave, please?
Don't keep him hanging on like this. It's cruel. Cruel to Ben, and especially cruel to Mum. And having conversations about taking him away only makes things 10 times worse.
Well, get back to me when it's your sister lying there and see how black and white it is then. Go away.
Anita,
Just leave me!
The house is a dog. A terminally ill dog on its last breath. It's going to cost thousands to fix it.
And what, you want to try and hit me up for a loan?
No.
Something tells me the offer on the house didn't go so well.
The builder's report was an epic fail.
They picked up on some water damage.
Please tell me you were conditional.
Of course.
So you don't buy the house. Simple.
That's what my lawyer said, but I want it so badly, and it's such a good price.
So you're disappointed for a couple of months. Big deal. You haven't lost any money. You still have options. More lucrative options.
Yeah, and it did sound like the mortgage was going to be a stretch anyway.
Maybe. But I'm not ready to give up. I could use this as leverage on the price.
Jane, if this place is a dog...
An underpriced dog that, long-term, I can make money on. It's got to be worth a try.
Thanks for all your help. Some hard sell back then would have been really useful.
There was no need.
You're such an amateur.
Henry, use your head. A property like this for a price like that, if Jane can afford it, they must have hit rock bottom. There's no way they're going to drop the price anymore. Don't worry, Jane will be back here with a fistful of readies before you know it. Trust me on this.
Guess I'm going to have to.
Can I help you?
I'm Hunter, one of Ben's Ambo mates. Is it an okay time to visit?
Are you going to lecture me?
I wasn't planning to.
I don't mean to be rude. Only everyone around here seems to think I'm the devil incarnate. You're not a Jeffries, are you?
They can be pretty full on at times. They generally mean well, though.
Well, a funny way of showing it. So, you and Ben work together?
Yeah, we're good mates. I was there when...
You're the one that got stabbed. You're okay now?
Yep, they patched me up. Ben was trying to defend me.
It's not over yet. If you know my brother as well as I do, you'll know how stubborn he is.
I'm here to apologise. It wasn't Tanya's intention to upset you. She's protective of me, that's all. Please, let me support you in this. You don't have to do the whole thing on your own. Whatever your wishes are where Ben is concerned, I will respect them.
A CD player could be useful. I bought some music, but there doesn't seem to be anything to play it on.
Oh, there's bound to be one around.
No offence, but R&B isn't exactly Ben's flavour.
Oh.
His CD collection's at home. If you'd like to look through it, you'd be most welcome.
I suppose I've you to thank for this.
I'm sorry?
Damn well should be. These are butchered.
Forgive me, I have no idea what you're talking about.
My missing cards mysteriously show up again, minus the footage we shot in theatre. They were masters. I have no show. I cannot deliver. My reputation will go down the toilet.
Honestly, I wish I could shed some light, but I can't.
You know, I've met some real scumbags in my time, but you use me, you mess with my head, and you make a complete fool out of me. Is this how you get your kicks?
I know that's how it looks,
Just
but you're
save
wrong.
it for the next idiot, Chris.
Okay, if it's not for you, it's not for you. How'd it go?
Vodka, large.
Celebrating or commiserating?
I pushed for a 75 grand discount. They played hardball. It all got heated and incredibly stressful. And I freaked out.
So you lost the house. You know what I call that? A blessing in disguise.
I didn't lose the house. I bought it. Unconditionally. I let them pressure me and I rushed into it without thinking it through. I just made the biggest mistake of my life.
Extreme wealth matched with extreme stupidity is a rare and precious thing. You just lost out good and proper, my friend. You censored the footage.
Me? No. Must have been the cleaners.
Ursula thinks it was me, of course.
Well, it wasn't. You left it up to me. And I'm starting to wonder if there's a thank you coming.
Thank you.
Well, don't go overboard.
Well, it's just... I know there'll be consequences.
What think on then?
Eh?
The consequences if the world gets to see your little hissy fit.
That woman should never have been in my theatre in the first place. I was against this from the start, with good reason, as it turns out.
For goodness sake, I was trying to...
Ursula is gunning for me. She is determined to take me down.
With what? The operation was a success. Gemma's doing well. She'll squeeze into her new frock. They got the happy ending they wanted. Tell me I'm wrong.
You are completely impossible.
I hate leaving them so long.
I know. But you'll feel better for the break.
You have a lovely home. Apart from Ben's tool collection spread all over the garage.
I don't mind. He just finished the pergola. I wish we'd done it ages ago. And he had great ideas about skylights.
Sounds like Ben. His CD collection's huge. Should have known that he'd be into country rock.
He used to give me tutorials. He loved his music so much that he didn't want me to miss out. Oh, this one's mine. He bought it for me.
You may be tone deaf, but I love you. Yours always. Oh, sorry, that was private.
I don't mind.
He looks so happy.
We were.
It's not going to work. You've made it too complicated.
Jane, we're scamming a scammer. Nothing about this can be too obvious. Henry will find the opportunity all on his own, just as we planned.
What if he doesn't?
He's greedy and desperate, being like Flynn. Hey, now's not the time to lose your nerve. Because one whiff of uncertainty from you and it's all over.
What if he checks out the house? What if he finds out it's not for sale?
All the phone numbers are forwarded to Linda. She used to be a real estate agent. She can handle it. Oh, great.
I just want my old job back, please. I won't let you down.
Yeah, well, let's see if you feel that way in the morning once the Chardonnay's worn off.
This is going to send me bankrupt. Why did I do it?
Can't you pull out of the deal?
Well, if I do, I lose my deposit.
Clock it up to experience.
You know what I wish? I wish I'd listened to you and bought that horse. I wish I bought a whole heap of horses. Hell, I could afford it.
Exactly how much did you pay for a deposit?
$160,000.
Why? What are you cooking up in that brain of yours?
Excellent. It's right here, see?
What is?
An out clause for the vendor. They have 5 days grace to accept higher offers after you go unconditional. Picture this. Buyer makes a significantly higher offer conditional on finance. Desperate vendor needs maximum cash, so accepts offer. Jane is released from contract. Buyer's finance falls through. Buyer is released from deal.
And what if the vendor doesn't go for it?
Then Jane's back at square one.
And you'd front up with the money? Why would you do that for me? I don't get it.
Let's just say it enables me to steer you into a more sensible investment.
Racehorses.
You're a very smart lady.
And you are my knight in shiny armor. How about some champagne?
Do you really think it'll work?
Well, no reason why it shouldn't. I offer 1.6 and a 160 grand deposit. They'll be hard pressed to refuse.
And you got that kind of cash lying around, do you?
I'll borrow half the amount for a few days. You front up with the other 80.
No. I'm already out of pocket 50 grand thanks to you. You can come up with the full deposit, thank you very much.
I pay the deposit, I take all the profit.
No, I get my cuts agreed, otherwise I blow your whole scam wide open.
70-30.
60-40.
Tomorrow at 10, how are you placed?
I'll be on ward rounds. Why?
I need you to do an interview. The Gazette are doing a feature on the public health system.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Why?
A, media liaison is your job. B, I don't want to.
Well, they want your perspective.
Well, there's not much point in me giving it, is there? Because you'll spin whatever I say to your own devices, so my position stands.
That was comfortable.
Wasn't it?
Keep on like this, people will start to talk.
What do you mean?
You two, you're constantly at each other's throats like an old married couple.
Why would you say something like that? That's absurd.
I was kidding. You guys have a history.
We're colleagues. We rub each other up the wrong way sometimes. It doesn't mean anything.
That's Ben with JJ, my grandson. They're great mates, and Ben is brilliant with him.
That's his Mustang. I can't believe he still got it.
As if he'd ever part with a thing.
The last I saw of it, it was rusting away slowly on our folks' front lawn.
Well, he found the dashboard a few months ago, the final piece, so she's completely restored now. Oh, listen to me. I'm sure you've had the running commentary every step of the way.
No. It seems that's yet another thing that Ben never saw fit to share.
I wouldn't read too much into it. He probably didn't think it was your thing.
Sorry, I have to go. So.
Annie, don't go, please. Whatever it is, I'm sorry.
Thanks for remembering to meet me. With all the memory card dramas affair, you might have changed your mind.
Are they still missing then?
Yeah, the bits I wanted are. Whoever stole the cards returned them with the surgical footage wiped.
Oh, there goes your show.
No, we'll fill in the hours somehow. Lots of new outfits for Gemma, makeup, family members sobbing their hearts out. It'll be a hit.
So, our work here is done.
No. I have a new show. Just got the go-ahead. It's called Unprofessional Surgeon Gets What's Coming to Him. Primetime, Wednesday. Do I really have to explain? Chris Warner doesn't like the way things turn out on camera, so he steals the offending footage and gets rid of it.
No way. Chris would never do that.
I beg to differ. That's why I want you to have your say.
If you think I would publicly slander a colleague, you are out of your mind.
Oh, I'm not asking you to do that.
I just want you to offer a bit of balance. Convince our viewers that Chris Warner has some redeeming features instead of just being an arrogant, unprofessional misogynist.
Oh, come on, that's crazy.
He encouraged me sexually to take focus away from his professional misdemeanors and then flicked me off. I'd say it's pretty misogynist.
You were backing up the wrong tree, lady, and I'd like you to leave.
Your call. But if you don't front up, I'll be forced to source an opinion from elsewhere. Chris's nickname is Dr. Love, but in reality, love seldom comes into it. However, his various paramours are treated very well, one especially so. In return for her favours, a colleague's wife was appointed head of surgery at Shortland Street Hospital. Need I go on?
How will he pull together all that money so quickly?
Well, there's plenty of people willing to lend large amounts of money for a couple of days. Plenty of dodgy people.
Should I feel guilty?
Yes, about as guilty as he feels about ripping you off.
You are a complete genius.
I had to get you out of my life somehow, didn't I? Anyway, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. The money's not in the bank account yet.
But when it is, your tab is officially cleared. Your secret remains safe. Are we just going to drink straight out of the bottle?
Get some glasses.
And then you can kiss me and tell me how clever I am. Kieran's phone.
Hi, is Kieran there, please?
Sorry, he's very busy organising champagne flutes. It's a hard life.
Who is this?
I'm Jane, and I'm disgustingly rich. Who's this?
Never mind, I'll call him later.
Is that you, Sophie? Oh, hang on a minute, I'll get him for you. Whoops, she hung up.
Who was it?
Sophie.
Sophie rang me. Why didn't he call out, you idiot?
I was going to come and get you, but she...
Do you have any idea how big a deal it is for her to call me?
Hi, this is Sophie. I can't take your call, so leave a message.
Yeah, hey, Sophie, it's me. That was just Jane messing around. It's not what you think. Anyway, I'm here for you. I always will be.
Love comes from the most unexpected and unwanted place in our midweek movie romantic comedy The Ugly Truth, starring Katherine Hagel and Jared Butler, tonight at 25 to 10 here on RTE1. Stay with us now for Doctors.